Emily.
And I'm Megan.
Today we are going to be talking about the new Colourpop Crystal Collection. These went on sale like a week ago, I think is when they released. The packaging, can we just talk about the packaging
Super cute.
for a second? Like, beautiful, beautiful. A plus Colourpop. So I got the Amethyst priming spray and the Aventurine setting spray and also the Rose Quartz crystal liquid highlighter.
And I got the Aquamarine setting spray and the Rose Quartz priming spray and the Rose Quartz lip balm thing here.
Yeah, so each of the sprays are $6 and the liquid highlighter was $9.
And I think the lip balm was $6 as well.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Today we're going to be showing you demos and reviews of these products. So the 2 sprays that I got, they're both for oily skin because I have oily skin. So starting with the priming spray, I usually use the Smashbox Photo Finish priming water spray thing. You know what I'm talking about. Just to kind of hydrate my skin before foundation because I have oily skin, but it's dehydrated. So that kind of hydrates it to help the foundation go on better. And so using this, it was basically the same effect as the primer water. So I liked it for that. I didn't really notice any mattifying properties. It didn't make my foundation look any more matte than normal. But for just like a priming spray, I think it did a good job. So I like this. It's good stuff.
Yeah. And like I said before, I have the Rose Quartz priming spray. And I didn't really know what to expect just because I don't usually use priming sprays or setting sprays, but like we said, these are both only $6, so I figured why not go ahead and try them. I think that my foundation went on easier, but other than that I didn't notice too much of a difference in just like my normal everyday routine.
The Aventurine Crystal Setting Spray is also for oily skin. It has real Aventurine crystal. Don't really know how that works, but you know, pretty cool. Cucumber water, it does smell like cucumbers. If you're not a fan, I would stay away from this. It smells a little pickly, not really fresh cucumber, so I don't know. Lemon extract, and it also has honey, which is supposed to give it a matte finish. So my problem with using this as a setting spray is the sprayer. Megan noticed this with her setting spray as well. The mist is not very fine, so it's like really direct, and a lot comes out. It's not very fine, and so it kind of just leaves your face really wet, even if you
right, like no matter how
arm's length
far away. It's just like you come away feeling like you just walked out of a rainstorm or something.
Yeah,
it's just
wet.
Yeah.
And it does dry, but I didn't notice this prolonging my foundation or making it any more matte. I've only used it once, or I used it twice, but I didn't notice it making it any more matte, lasting longer, anything like that. It did make the foundation, like after I powdered and I sprayed it, it did make it look less powdery and a little more natural, which was good, but it also made it look wet, which it did dry, but I don't know. For a setting spray, I don't think it's the best out there. For the value, $6, I'm sure that's not bad, but I think you can find some at the drugstore that will do more as a setting spray.
Yeah, that, it not being fine enough was kind of the problem I had with it too. And the first time that I used it, like I said, I haven't really used priming or setting sprays before. So when I used it for the first time, I closed my eyes and I sprayed, and then I opened my eyes and I just had mascara all down here. So I had to clean that up. And then when I used it for the second time, I learned my lessons. I was gonna put my mascara on after I sprayed, but then when I opened my eyes, my eyeshadow kind of clumped. You know how if you get sweaty or if it
did
rains,
it crease?
Yeah, it
Okay.
was kind of creasing. So then I had to fix that again. So I just feel like if it was a finer spray, it would be a lot better. But since it just kind of all comes at you at once, it's just a little too much.
Yeah, I guess the best way to use it would just be kind of spraying it out in front of you and then moving into it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's not, you don't want to do that with setting spray. So kind of a miss on those.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the Rose Quartz Crystal Liquid Highlighter. I was super excited about this. It looked so pretty. I don't know if I like this or not. I tried using it a bunch of different ways. Like I put it on top of my foundation. I mixed it in with my foundation. I used it with a stippling brush, a beauty blender, and I topped it with other highlighters. And I don't really think this is as blinding as I would have wanted it to be. It looks really pretty, really subtle, but definitely not for those who want to have like a beaming highlight. I don't think this is the best option for that. And it also did kind of leave my skin feeling a little bit greasy because it is pretty creamy and thin, but that leaves it feeling a little bit greasy, so that isn't the best for it. I mean, I did still see it on my skin at the end of the day, so it does have good lasting power, but I think compared to like the Becca, the liquid shimmering skin perfectors, I have one in Opal, and I can see that a lot more. Like, I'll put it on under my foundation and then put foundation on, and I can still see it, and it looks really nice, and it doesn't leave it feeling greasy. So I would prefer that over this, and there is a drastic price difference. So I guess if you're on a budget, this could work. It is really pretty, but I don't know if I would purchase this again.
The other thing that I got was this crystal lip balm, and I got it in the Rose Quartz shade. So really, I mean, all it is just like a normal little tube, and then it kind of has like a pinkish tint to it. When you put it on, like, you can like automatically see it just has like a pinkish tint to it, and you can put it on like over other lipsticks, or you know, whatever you want to do to kind of like shake those up a little bit.
Yeah.
Actually, I like it because it's a lip balm, so it's supposed to be like pretty like moisturizing for you, and I like felt that it was pretty like long lasting in that it like provided a lot of moisture, and I usually have like really dry skin and dry lips, so it was something I really liked.
Yeah, it's so pretty. Like, it's so iridescent. I really like it. And it reminds me of the new Becca Light Chaser lip glosses, but I've heard those, the iridescence doesn't really last. So if this does, that's perfect.
So in conclusion, I think that for the price of the products, they'll do their job, but there's definitely better products out there to use.
Yeah, I think Colourpop was really innovative to jump on this whole, it's this new crystal trend. I know Becca has something like it, but this is kind of innovative in the setting sprays and priming sprays, including that. I don't really know if I believe in all the hype behind the crystal madness and that. I don't know much about it. But it is neat that they decided to include that. So the priming spray, I would say give that a shot if you're used to using something like the Smashbox one. It'll hydrate your skin and make foundation go on easier. Setting spray, I would say pass on that. Liquid highlighter, I'd say if you're darker than me, I would give that one a shot. I might just be too fair for it. So, yeah.
Yeah, or if you just like want something to start out with, or to like try if you don't use priming or setting sprays. I mean,
yeah,
like I said, there's $6 each, so it's a good place to start.
Yeah.
You won't get much cheaper out there.
Yeah, and another thing, the packaging is really nice too. Bottles are glass, really nice.
Glass, so
It's a good and a bad thing.
Right. If you're clumsy like me, then be careful.
Yeah, it gives it a luxury feel though that I wouldn't expect from Colourpop. I love Colourpop, but normally their packaging is plastic, so glass was a nice change. But then if you're traveling, might not be the best for it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, our little review of the Colourpop Crystal collection. I know it doesn't seem that positive, but we do love Colourpop, and there are a lot of pluses to this new collection.
So try it out for yourself. Thank you for watching, and
yeah, if you want, go ahead, feel free to subscribe. Bye!